All right, stage presence. All the best coaches in the world have stage presence. They walk out onto the floor and they get attention. They have charisma. People know that they are in charge, and it's really important to be a leader. It's really important to be the best coach you can possibly be, is to have stage presence, that when you talk, people listen. It's so important. All right, there's some there are some characteristics to it that are really important, and I'm gonna go through a few of them. Obviously, it's very difficult. This is a really, really hard one to put into a presentation and a video lecture. It's so much easier to show, right? But showing it doesn't always work either, because people don't understand what it takes to do what they're seeing. So I'm going to try and explain to you in the best way I possibly can what it should look like, and then it's up to you to try and implement these things. All right. So fun, humorous, and expressive. These are the first three parts of stage presence, right? So you don't need to play games to have fun. Like, that's just, you don't need to play games to have fun, but you can incorporate fun things into your classes. So I've talked about before about pairing people up and getting them talking to each other. That's going to make things fun for them. Doing drills. So we've covered drills in in the interesting unique classes section. So getting drills gets them smiling, gets them interacting with each other. Talk to people in the group and get them to interact with each other, you and each other. So in the how to turn a quiet room lecture, I talked about having them conversations. Like, you can be fun in them ways. Like, you can add humor to your coaching. It doesn't have to be serious to be professional. So you can have fun, you can add humor and still be professional. And this is what stage presence is all about. You know, it's like being at the front of the room and having a joke and a laugh, not being afraid to be the class clown, not being afraid to make fun of yourself, throwing in witty comments. But you also have to know your audience. And I talked about knowing your people quite a lot. So if you know your people, you then know how you can act in front of them, and you can be playful. However, you still have to be yourself, because you want people to come to your classes for you. You don't want to have to go into class and be putting on a different mask every single time. Putting on a different mask is going to drain your energy. You need to be you, and you need to express yourself. You just have to be mindful of the people around you. You know what I mean? So being fun, humorous, and expressive is really, really important. Don't hold back. Let yourself flow. Let yourself be you. Always smile. If you're not smiling in the class, it looks like you're not enjoying yourself. If you're not enjoying yourself and you're not smiling, the people in your class won't smile and won't enjoy themselves. They'll be stiff just like you are. So you have to be expressive. Like, you have to show it. You have to say, like, this is me. I am loving this shit. Let's get going. All right. If you've watched my face on the screen there, as I started to smile and started to do that, you probably had a little bit of a reaction as well. And that's what the expressiveness is. So can you express that in front of your class to your people? And can you get them to take what you're expressing and build from that? That's what's going to be more enjoyable in your class. Look as though you're having fun in there, and tell them you're having fun. Yeah, tell them. It's like, I'm having the time of my life. If somebody says that, you're going to react. It's going to make a big difference. Like, be excited, energetic, and positive all the time. Don't be dreary. Don't be sad. Don't be like, leave that shit at the door. Like, add humor where possible. You can't feel embarrassed for being yourself. Like, this is what I'm saying about the mask thing. Like, if you're acting like someone else when you're in front of a class, you're never going to enjoy it. You're never going to have people follow you, because they don't know who you are. You're different all the time. Like, just be you. Relax. Have fun. Enjoy yourself. And if people don't want to follow that, well, then that's fine. But you still have to be you. Okay. If you're worried about somebody in your class judging you, you'll always be losing. Like, if you're worried about being yourself because you're worried about that one person in the class who's going to roll their eyes or turn their back or whatever they might do, then you're always going to be losing, because you're never going to be relaxed. And if you're not relaxed, you cannot be fun, you cannot be humorous, and you cannot be expressive. All right. So be you. The people that like you will follow, and they are the ones you will enjoy coaching and get results for. Like, if they're not following you, they're not going to get results, because you're not going to get results for them. And they're the people that you want. They're the people that want to be around you. Okay. Happy, passionate, caring, and compassionate. Right. Happy. It's like I've covered it in the previous one, kind of. Passionate, caring, and compassionate. So you have to be the leader, the one with the glowing personality. You have to drive the energy in the room. Like, I've mentioned this before as well. Like, you have to drive the energy. If your energy is low, their energy is low. Like, they won't feed off themselves or each other. They'll feed off you. So if you end up feeding off their energy, you're always going to get dragged down. And you'll notice that there's always a high energetic class, and like you're bouncing around because they're bouncing around, and vice versa. And then you have the real quiet class, and the quiet class aren't doing that, and then you're not doing that because they're quiet. However, if you switch it and you start to pull them out and you pull them in and you start to get expressive and passionate and hungry and happy and all that kind of stuff, then they're going to do the same thing. All right, so they're going to follow the leader, right? And you've got to be like cringe through it. And there's moments when you got that really quiet class where nobody wants to bounce around, be happy and passionate or caring or anything like humorous, expressive, all that kind of stuff. And it's going to be a real trudge, but you've got to do it. You gotta like cringe through it and just get it done. All right, care, like genuinely care. Caring people ask questions and want to know more. Like you can't say, I care about my people if you never fucking ask them anything. Ask them questions. Care about them. Care about their personal life. Care about their results. Like genuinely ask them questions all the time. Be really curious about everybody. Then they'll start to open up, and then they'll start to have a better relationship. Like it's so important to care about people and care about your results. Like another side of caring is going to class prepared. It's like arriving early, like we talked about the time management stuff, getting there early, planning your class, having your checklist. Like that's caring as well. All right. Show you care about it. Tell them you care. Like if you tell somebody, here, come here, I care about you and I really want you to do well here and I want you to get the best results possible, that just hits differently than you thinking about it and never saying it. Don't be afraid to tell people you care about them, that you believe in them, that you love them, that you're passionate about them, that you're passionate about CrossFit, that you love coaching, that you're happy. Like show it and say it. You don't want them getting hurt, you're delighted when they succeed. So that's important. That like showing them that you care and telling them that you care, but then telling them, like, come here, like I don't want you to get hurt. I really want you to succeed. I'm going to set you up for a win today. I want you to be happy. All of that kind of stuff, right? Get in their shoes, understand how they feel, what they are going through. You have to have a soft side too. So a lot of this is covered in the Be a Coach lecture as well. So watch that one and you'll understand all these things a little bit more. But you have to have empathy. You have to be compassionate. You have to show them you care. You can't always be the hard driver because people don't always want to be hard driven. You can't always be the demanding coach because not everybody wants to be demanded of all the time. All right, so you have to have this balance, and this is where coaching is really difficult because the fine balance between them all. All right, so be happy, positive, and smile. And I put smile again in capitals because we don't do it enough. We don't smile enough. So smile. I forgot about be passionate. Be passionate. Show it. Don't hide it. Make it very obvious how you feel about coaching. The more passion you have, the more comfortable they will feel expressing themselves. Like, I don't know a coach that is coaching who is not passionate about coaching. They're very, very few and far between. Like, nobody gets into CrossFit coaching unless they're passionate about CrossFit or they're passionate about helping people. So if you're passionate about CrossFit and you're passionate about helping people, you've probably become a coach, and you have to show that and say it, and don't hide it, and don't be afraid to be vulnerable and say, do you know what, I fucking love this stuff and I love you guys and I love seeing you all succeed and I'm absolutely delighted that this has happened today. Well done. This is unbelievable. Like, saying that is just be explicit. Be explicit about it. Don't hide it. Don't hold it in. Let everybody know, and it's going to make a big, big difference to everything. All right, and then you've got the positive and growth mindset. So this is huge because, I don't know, people are just generally negative about everything, aren't they? So as a coach, we should always have a growth mindset. We need to identify what's a fixed. How do we change it to a growth? We have to identify when we're being fixed and when our athletes are being fixed, and then how can we always move forward. All right, growth people are much better to be around, much happier, and it's just a nicer environment when everybody has a growth mindset. So let's have a look at fixed as opposed to growth mindset. Fixed mindset. I'll never be as smart as that person. So we can look at that in a CrossFit terms as, like, somebody is looking at somebody else lifting heavy or doing gymnastics. I'm like, I'll never be that person. I'll never be able to lift that heavy. I'll never be able to do handstand push-up. But everyone is talented in many ways. That's the growth. And it's like, I can't do that, but you know what? I am class on the bike. You know, it's like changing that mentality. There's another one there. I can't do it. In the fixed mindset, I can't do it. I can't jump on the box. Growth. I'm still learning. I'll keep trying. I'm going to keep jumping on these plates and keep stacking them higher until I can get onto that box. This is too hard. Everything in CrossFit is fucking hard. But with more practice, it'll be easier. So instead of just saying this is hard, it's like, all right, I'm going to keep on practice because this will get easier the more I practice. I'm not good at this. Yeah, this may take some time and effort. Like nobody's good at, well, very few people are good at something the first time they try it. It takes a little bit of practice, and for some it takes more than others, but it might take some time and effort, and you're willing to put in that effort, and that's a growth mindset. I made a mistake. Fixed mindset. I made a mistake. Growth mindset. Mistakes help me learn. And that's what, like, I've been saying this all the way through this course, is like, experiment, make mistakes, try it out. If it doesn't work, it doesn't matter, because you're going to learn from it. And that's how you keep growing as a coach, by trying things. If you don't try new things, you won't make mistakes, you won't grow. All right. I am a firm believer of just do it. And if it doesn't work, you'll learn. All right. Fixed mindsets give up. They just stop. They just don't know what it is. Whereas growth mindsets, I can try a different strategy. I'm just going to go, that didn't work, now I got to try something else. It's not, that didn't work, I'm going to stop. No, it's, that didn't work, I got to try a different strategy. Let's keep going. Let's keep pushing the vote. All right. So I have another slide with same fixed and growth, but different perspectives and different things, right? So fixed mindset versus growth mindset. Fixed mindset, avoid challenges. Growth mindset, view challenges as opportunities. Generally, a lot of people join CrossFit because it's a challenge. All right, it's hard, it's difficult, there's loads of new skills, there's loads of different things that we can face all the time. And if you don't like challenges, you're not going to enjoy CrossFit. You're going to come in miserable every day and dragging yourself through workouts. So it's like, can we turn them mindsets around and turn them into view challenges as opportunities? And it's this very simple thing of somebody says, oh, I don't like challenges. And then you turn around and say, yeah, but challenges are opportunities to grow or to get better, or think about the endless possibilities if you could do this. It's like turning it around. You've got to change the narrative of the conversation. Every time you hear somebody say something of a fixed mindset, you've got to turn them into a positive and growth mindset. Refuse to receive criticism or feedback. Like, if people aren't taking feedback and criticism, like, it's huge. As a coach, you've got to give people feedback. If they're not taking it, it's because they got a fixed mindset. You've got to embrace constructive, like, growth mindset people embrace constructive feedback. They want it. They want it because they know it's going to make them better. So it's conversations that you have to have with people. It's like, here, come here, you have a fixed mindset. Look at this. If you showed somebody this and you said, which one are you? And they said, oh, I'm on the fixed mindset. Yeah, well, I want you to move to the growth mindset. Growth mindset people, they're just happier. They live longer. They have more fulfilled lives, and they progress more, and they can do better things. It's like everybody can be on a growth mindset, and everybody can move forward. You're just in a fixed mindset because of whatever reason it is. But let's try and move towards growth. Small baby steps, but let's try and move towards it. All right, fixed mindset, focus on proving yourself. All the time is going into, like, somebody who wants to RX a workout when they shouldn't. It's because they're trying to prove something to somebody else, or pushing themselves too hard because they want to win a workout, and they're trying to prove something. Whereas if they focus on the process, not the end result, and they think about, well, I haven't got toes to bar yet, I'm going to do close to bars today because I'm going to think about the process and I'm going to get to my end result eventually, as opposed to, do you know what, I'm doing RX, I'm doing toes bar today, even though I can't do them properly because I have a fixed mindset. All right. Feel threatened by other success. They see other people doing well and they feel threatened by it, as opposed to they're inspired by it. Like watching somebody and saying, oh, look at them over there doing that. Oh, yeah, I can't do that. I don't like them. Like, that's threatened by somebody. Whereas, look at them over there. That's class. I want to be like that someday. That's a growth mindset. Can't accept failures and mistakes. They fail and they don't accept it very well. Whereas somebody else who fails and learns and grows from them is the things that we want to be. Like I just finished the last slide with. Shy away from unfamiliar things. This is where, like, CrossFit is like everything all the time. There's always something new. Unless you're doing, like, even doing it 10 years, there's still new things being thrown at me. Like double under crossovers. I hadn't done one of them until I was doing CrossFit 9 years. I'd done crossovers, but I was double under crossovers. So that was a new, and I could shy away from that easily if I had a fixed mindset. Or I can take on a growth mindset and step outside my comfort zone and try to learn it. You're stepping outside your comfort zone by saying, I want to become a better coach. I don't know how to. I've got a growth mindset. I'm going to take on this course. You know what I mean? Believe that talent is static. Talent is not static. Talent is ever improving. Like, if talent was static, nobody would do anything. Like, everybody gets better at things because they try, because they view challenges as opportunities, they embrace feedback, they focus on the process, not the end result. They're inspired by other success. Like, if nobody got inspired by anybody else's success, nobody would do anything. It's very, very simple. Like, talent is ever improving. So we want to be pushing people towards growth mindsets. So if you're noticing that the majority of your group have a fixed mindset, you can pull this up onto a TV in the gym. You can draw it up. You can write a list of fixed mindset, a list of growth mindset things. And you can say to them, here lads, come here. There's 15 of you in the class. The majority of you are on this side, fixed mindset. We need to move to growth. Growth is where we want to be. Growth is a much better place to be. When we come into the gym, if everybody's on a growth mindset, everybody is going to elevate each other. The power of the group together of a growth mindset is going to mean everybody's going to progress quicker. If everybody's dragging everybody down all the time, no one's going to progress. It's just not a nice place to be. All right. So we're trying to switch people from the fixed mindset into the growth mindset, and you can do that through a whiteboard speech. You can do it 5 minutes at the end of class, 5 minutes at the start of class, in the middle of a class. You can use it as a presentation of 5 minutes in a class, and then you can drip feed it over and over and over again, and you can mention it about RX and workouts when they shouldn't, scaling, stimulus, all that kind of stuff. You can link it back in all the time about when people get frustrated about not being able to find a contact point on a clean. It's like, yeah, we're still in the process. Everything's a process. Let's just don't worry about it. They're focused on it. Let's get a little bit better. That 1% better every day is growth mindset. It's like, let's aim for that 1%. Let's take the little win today. Doesn't matter how you're feeling. It doesn't matter that you've had a shit day. You've made it here and now. Let's turn it around and let's have a positive experience in the gym. Like, all that stuff is growth mindset as opposed to being stuck, fixed. All right. So all that leads into your stage presence, right? So let me just recap here. Fun, rumors, and expressive. Like, be at the front, be you. Don't be afraid, be excited. Tell people you're passionate, tell people you care, tell people that you're happy, tell people that you're enjoying yourself. Smile, be happy, have a growth mindset. That's all your stage presence in the room. You do that, people will follow because you are the leader. And if you lead negativity, negativity follows. If you lead sad face or resting bitch face, that's what's going to follow. Right, you've got to be expressive. You've got to be compassionate. You've got to be expressive about visually and verbally expressive. Okay. All right. So the homework, stage presence. What stood out most for you in this session? Go to a class this week with the intention of over smiling. So go in and be the weirdo that's standing there like this, smiling for the whole class, and you will be surprised with the effect that has on the group. They'll probably be like, what is going on with him? But they will smile back. All right. Go to a class this week and engage in more group conversations. So literally, you got to go to a class. Like, this is intentional practice. Like, you could practice, but practicing without intention is not going to get you better. If you go with the intention to practice this, it makes it much better. You will go with the intention once, practice it once, and then all of a sudden you own it, and then you'll do it all the time, right? So go to a class this week and engage in group conversations. So figure out what type of conversations can I have with the group? How can I get more people talking in one conversation rather than having one-to-ones all the time? Okay. If you haven't said this before, say it this week. So these are the 5 things you've got to say to people in the next week. You belong here. So like, somebody's in there and they're not sure whether this is the right place for them. It's like, you know what? You belong here. Like, this place is exactly what you need. You need this place. This place needs you. You belong here. This is great. This is perfect. We're a perfect match for each other. I care about you, like somebody that you actually genuinely care about. Go over and tell them, come here, I care about you. I care about your results. I care about your life. I care about everything about you. You can go as far as saying I love you or I believe in you. So telling somebody that you believe in them, like, it's so powerful. Like, have you ever told somebody, here, come here, stick 5 kilos on that bar? And they're like, no, not a chance. I believe in you. I know you can do it. I've seen you lift for the last year, 2 years, 3 years. I know you can do it. You need to get out of your head. I believe in you. You having belief in them gives them so much power, and then they'll go and lift it. And if they don't, say, like, honestly, I believe in you. I know that's there. You just don't believe in yourself. You need to try it again, or try a little bit harder, or maybe, you know what? Maybe today is not the day, but that's there. Let's get it next time. I love coaching. So tell the group that you love coaching. Tell them. Like, in the middle of a class, you're having the best time, you're having the crack, the energy is great. Just turn around and say, you know what? I love coaching. I love coaching. I love coaching you guys. This is amazing. This is the best thing ever. I can't believe this is my job. I am having so much fun. Tell people you're having fun. Like, if you're having a great time in the class, tell them, I'm having a great time. I'm having so much fun. You do that, they will do the same. I'm telling you. Like, so there are 5 things you got to say in your classes in the next week. It's intentional practice. Go in planning to say these things, and then, like, you'll force yourself to say it. You'll force yourself to find a situation to say it in. If you know it's on your mind, you're like, okay, I need to find someone to say this to. I need to force the situation. I got to make it happen, and then become natural. Have a deep conversation with somebody. So you're not going to do this in a class. It has to be before or after a class. Or it could be like you got a 3-minute rest period. You could probably potentially do it then. But have a deep conversation with somebody. Get a little bit deeper. I don't know how deep you need to get. I can't tell you. But you need to go a little bit deeper than what you've gotten. All right? So have a deep conversation with somebody. Take notes of athletes in your class that display fixed and growth mindsets. Aim to convert the fixed people to growth. That's not going to happen right today. That's going to happen over time. And it's going to happen bit by bit. And once you are aware of the amount of people that have a fixed mindset, then it's going to change how you coach your classes. It's going to change how you talk to them. It's going to change how you present stuff. It's going to change how you plan. It's going to change a lot of things once you understand that people are fixed mindsets. All right. If you've never seen fixed versus growth mindset, I have a book here. Mindset. I can't see it because of the blur on the screen. It's Carol Dweck. Yeah, you're not going to see it. I don't know. But Mindset, Carol Dweck. Get that book. Have a read of it if you want more information on fixed and growth mindsets. All right. But that is a general snapshot of what you need. Okay. Nurture the growth mindset people. So nurture them. So if there's people with growth mindsets, you got to use them to generate everybody else in the room around. And you got to tell them, here, come here, I know you have a fixed mindset. I love it. I don't want you to lose it. Or sorry, a growth mindset. I love it. I don't want you to lose it. I want you to try and use it to help other people in a positive way. And just like use them all the time to try and build that group mentality. Once you have applied all these, after a week, report back to me and let me know your thoughts and progress. So it's very simple. Like, it's not very simple. This is probably one of the hardest weeks of homework because it's definitely going to push you outside your comfort zone. Growth mindset, push you outside your comfort zone to go and do these things, and it's going to work out better. And wait till you see the difference it's going to make to you. It's going to make to your classes. It's going to make to your plans. It's going to make to your progress, to your athlete's progress. This is it. Stage presence, right? So add your stage presence, add your joy, add your happiness, add your compassion, add your passion, and show it, express it visually, verbally. Like, be the leader. Don't be afraid to be yourself. All of this stuff has to stand out. Like, if you're not standing in your class smiling, you're ruining your class. You're ruining the class for everybody. You're ruining it for everybody and yourself. So get up there, show what you got, show your passion, show your hunger, show your desire, show everything. And then once you've applied all these things, said all your 5 stuff, examined your people for fitness, fixed and growth, let me know how things are going, because I want to know. I want to know how things are changing for you. All right. Enjoy.